Guys, don't forget to subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subs. Welcome to my FANS Wethu TV. It's the World Cup qualifiers. Bafana 1, Nigeria 1. I'm joined by the Tsonga Oak.
Yeah, Tatana the Tsonga Oak. Reperile mjani. Yeah, man. I'd like to first things first thank my FANS Wethu for always affording us the platform to be able to voice out our perspective, which are different and always, interesting. To today's game, pretty much I think prior to this, what I had anticipated is that we're going to have a game that is more physical. It was quite evident when we were watching the game. And I think we were playing a Nigeria that was under pressure, and they didn't really know how to play against us. But of course, based off my previous video, of course, they wanted to play, according to their strengths. As we can see, they are big boys.
Yeah, big boys.
They're big boys. And Bafana at the back, of course, in the absence of Mloisane, I was anticipating that we're going to have Ungezane, that is going to be equally physical and also being able to bring the height should we of course encounter aerial threats. And then left back rather didn't anticipate that we're going to have Kabini being deployed there. I really didn't even know that he can be able to fulfill a role on the left back. And on the right hand side, Mdunyelwa and magnificent Mbogazi. God damn,
magnificent.
Abra like Montabella. Italians they're like Montabella.
Bellissimo.
Hey man, he did very well. And earlier today, I was doing also videos, and I was checking out that potentially I see Mbata being dropped, and it did really happen. We're going to have Batu Sobas, because I don't think it was a game that when you look at Nigeria, you wanted to start with Mbata. Take away, nothing from him. He's a good player, all-round player, ball player. But sometimes you need those players that are really dirty, that can be able to do the work for you. And it was evident again, shout out to Batusi Obas, when called upon, he does the work, to the T. There may be aspects that we may not be happy, but if we can be able to focus on stuff that he does very well for us, we can be able to, give him round of applause in that regards, because I think he made it also easier for, again, Maestro in Tebo Homkwena, remember said he was playing Kakia number 3. Today he was fully fleshed on, and again, we should take pride as South Africans and not sleep on our league, you understand? And think that because we're playing internationals, the guys from Napoli, from France, from, England, today they knew who they're going to play, and his presence, let alone, man, it helped us out. And right, in front of them, they had Uspola. Oh my God. Sipombule. Hey, guys, Sipombule knows football.
Yeah, it's too much.
And
that is too much.
I don't like also, there's something, bro, about South Africans. Why are we club-based when it's national team? That is that mentality, bro, it's futile. It's really futile. We're not going anywhere. Let's not look, because I can be able to talk. I know people know that I support the Orlando Pirates, but I cannot shy away from the fact that he played well. I cannot shy away from, if I was Mamelodi Sundowns supporter, Obas played well. But if they're putting the national team colors, can we not be barbaric? Can we not be imbeciles in our comments, in our thoughts, and unite and be able to say, you know what, guys, in the longest of time, we're seeing a national team that, like, like previously when Bafana used to play, we didn't even care. But today, you want to knock off early. Today, we're complaining. They're taking the games to Bloom. We want to watch Bafana.
Yeah.
It's like you want to watch your own team.
Yes.
But, like, that is the pride and joy that, of course, they've instilled and brought. And, like, if they're playing, stop saying, keep playing. Like, no, it doesn't matter. If then you are that kind of a person, exit the room. You understand? Because we're playing up against Nigeria. We're not playing up against Chiefs. Please, that should stop. But then, other than that, man, like Spoiler, a great shift. Like, for me personally, bro, with him, what impresses me a lot is that Spoiler doesn't, he's not like 100% fit to be able to finish the game. But today, like, in terms of physicality, they couldn't bully him. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Like, these are testing games that you really want to see what's okay. Mbule, the one that bullies in the PSL, can you do it on the international stage? Like, literally, bro, Basi will go back to Fulham. He'll tell them about this guy. Like, guys, there's a guy who has like eyes at the back. I don't know. I couldn't get hold of him. Exactly. We had Nkota. Started the game a little bit slow. I think also the balls that were passed to him, they were not like finding him in a good position. I like to also think that the side, the attacking side, the right hand side, it was quite slippery. He was sleeping a lot. But then look, I think it was 20th minute plus when he got the ball, a breakaway that was passed by Mukwena. And those are kind of things sometimes we lack, I think, right now at Bafana. Somebody to be able to play the balls, in progressive spaces, in those open spaces, so that our wingers can get the ball as he got it. Unkota, a beautiful cutback. And if Ekong was not there was still Lyle Foster. That was going to be a goal. We scored that goal. It seemed like, of course, we had control of the game, but then I think then we started to lose it. We now throw the balls away unnecessarily cheaply. You could say, but they won the ball again. Basi, the Fulham centre back, got the ball. I don't know. He played it to Lookman. Lookman played it like on the right hand side. No, it was not a cross on the right hand side. Because if you look at also Nigeria, it seemed like they were defending with three and so forth. Because Basi is a centre back, but you'd find him on the left back a lot, and they were overloading Mtunyelwa. Play the ball, and again, one thing that we complain about, and we know that as South Africans we're going to be proud about. Exactly, and I really don't know. Ngezana could have done better in terms of positioning. Dunyelwa was pushed by Basi before he could score the goal, that hit the hand as well. It could have been better. Second stanza as well came, and I don't want to lie, the game was just too dirty. It was a lot of fouls. We've been wanting as well, but there were moments where I was really proud of Bafana where they relaxed. Let's relax. Let's make them, that boy from Napoli and Didi there in the middle of the park, want the ball. And you could tell, like, we were so compact, so much organized that Iwobi had to drop so far from our half, 2 years half, to be able to play the balls. That's when you know that there's no space to play behind our defense, in between our middle fielders as well. Simon was kept quiet. The guy who plays for, I think, Nantes in France. He's one of the guys that is very dangerous on the right hand side. Shout out to Umtunyelwa. He did magnificently well, and also Tabiso Monyani. But then when it comes to second half, because I started to see Akabini, going, further up, that's where I felt like coach should have brought Mudiba, man, because that's where you need that football intelligence, because Mudiba in those kind of spaces, he can be able to give you something. You cannot forget that he has the middle fielder type of a mind. He can be able to do things a whole lot better. But of course, to the results game, nothing really nothing really materialized as well. They brought Tolu. Tolu is the number 10, the Nigerian guy. he is dangerous, but the centre backs dealt with him. Bogazi dealt with him. Bogazi is just one season, then he's gone. You know, then he's gone. You know, and I feel like the delayed changes as well. I think the coach really also didn't want to adventure too much, because you take out Mbule, you're putting out Mbata, you're deploying him on the 10 position. You know, and we don't know if he can be able to play, but. Remember, these training sessions prior to these things, but Nkota is another player that I felt should have went out. He really didn't, surface to this game as we would have wanted. But then we do take the draw. We're 17 points in. Of course, I think Rwanda is Rwanda playing Lesotho today, and they're on 11 points. They're going to be on 14. So mathematically, we're not there yet. And it's easy for us to be able to win our games so that, we can be relaxed and know that now we preparing for AFCON in December. But, kudos to Bafana. To every player, the technical team, Hugo Bros, the supporters that were there at home as well, everybody that was behind Bafana. I think that is the kind of spirit that we need to carry. Bafana is not Sundowns, is not Orlando Pirates, is not Kaizer Chiefs, it's not Sekhukhune. Bafana, it's Bafana. Yes, there could be a pattern of a certain team that it makes sense, and we've seen it with Barcelona, Spain taking a lot of players. That is common, because then but then if Barcelona won the World Cup, do you think in Madrid they didn't support like as they would celebrate in Catalonia? Same thing, you understand? Yeah. But man, as I said, that kind of mentality, it's quite disappointing, especially we're living with the millennials, the Gen Zs, whom you think that in terms of mindset, they're sober, they're conscious of what they're saying, and they're kind of like digressing as well. It's disgusting. But let's close it off. Thank you.
Top stuff. Yeah.